got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady Fawcett, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it, you still with a left, right, you should look.
More steals than Ricky Hinn from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this, I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and be ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back, but for years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. This ain't Joe's, the whole street treated me different. But I was good on the dribble like an infant. And it went all down the corner playing. And you see Berkeley, I was the man. Every week, my name in the Campanelli. J Kid kicking ass like Jim Kelly.
And more chicks think Kentucky fried. The ones who say they didn't work.
Yeah, you see the lightning and lightning strikes in the back right here of Dallas. Kind of symbolic of what it was like tonight back there.
Yeah, man, you had two New York Knicks go off for triple doubles. Josh Hart and Carl Anthony Towns, two guys go off for triple doubles tonight. As the Knicks get that win over the Mavericks, 128-113. Well, we do got some breaking news. If you don't mind, some breaking news. If anybody hasn't been on X, from the account of Sean Sharanian, Milwaukee Bucks Damian Lillard has sustained a deep vein thrombosis, blood clot in his right calf. Lillard is on blood thinning medication, which has stabilized the blood clot and will continue with regular testing. He is out indefinitely, so we don't know. So bad news for the Milwaukee Bucks as they start to enter the playoffs, getting there. He may be out for the remainder of the season. We talking about indefinitely. There's no timetable.
No,
there's no timetable.
He can't come back this season.
So bad news for the Milwaukee Bucks, who was hoping for a deep playoff run, but you got to wonder without Damian Lillard and nothing but Giannis out there, that's pretty much canceled right there. So bad news for Milwaukee Bucks. Hope prayers up to D Lillard. And also as last you heard, we talked about the Juju Watkins. Our worst fears have been she had the torn ACL done.
That happened live on the show last night.
Yeah, done for the remaining of the year and probably most of next season. So she may be like Paige Becker. She may be like Paige Becker. She may go for that medical red shirt, which gives her a fifth year. That's what Paige Becker did. That's why she got another year. She had another year this past season. So Damian Lillard out indefinitely. Basically out for the remainder of the season. Prayers up to him. But now back to the moment at hand. The Mavericks lose once again. They lose to the New York Knicks 128-113. Two Knicks got triple doubles. Carl Anthony Towns with 26, 11 and 12. Also, Josh Hart had 16, 11 and 12. Anunoby was the high man. He had 35 points and a bloody nose. But man, I mean that dude couldn't be stopped. Mikal Bridges also pumped in 21 for the Mavericks.
You want to have a career night and make a name for yourself? Come on and play Dallas.
Yeah. Listen, no AD, big problem for the Mavericks tonight. This also was the last game of the Kessler Edwards fiasco. Yeah, man, he went out with a bang. 19 points. He went out with the bang. 19 minutes. He had no points in this game. He was a minus 19. Just had 4 rebounds. But the player of the game for the Mavericks, Najee Marshall, had 38. His career high, 38 points in this game. Just 2 short of 40. Also had 7 rebounds in this game, 1 assist, 1 steal. He had 20 at the half, man. I thought that dude was going 50 tonight. But yeah, man, they kind of slowed it. They kind of started double teaming him in the third quarter. That third quarter really did the Mavericks in this game. As the score was tied at 68 apiece, but the Mavericks getting outscored, Walt, 30-16 in the third quarter. And it pretty much was church from there. So the Mavericks dropped to 35-38. And looking at the standings right now, that means the Mavericks are a full half a game behind the Phoenix Suns, who got a buzzer beater win over the Milwaukee Bucks last night. So the Phoenix Suns are sitting at 35-37. Dallas Mavericks are sitting at 35-38. Next up for the Mavericks on the road against one of my favorite players, Banchero, and the Orlando Magic in Orlando. Also, the Sacramento Kings are sitting there at 35-36, so it's all jumbled up, getting close. Also, Portland making a surge. They're 32-40. As of San Antonio 31. So everything is starting to get bumbled up there as far as a chase for that last playoff. Those last 2 playoff spots are 9 and 10. I think 8 is out of reach. With Minnesota 41-32 and the Clippers 40-31. But 9 and 8, 9 and 10 is still in reach for the Dallas Mavericks. It's all come jumbled up together with Phoenix, Dallas. Sacramento, Phoenix, Dallas, and Portland and San Antonio. So, yeah, well, that's where we at.
Oh man. Yeah, so Kessler Edwards, that's why we have the music playing in the background, because we're gonna be bidding him farewell. He had a great run with the Mavericks, and now it's over. Isn't Brandon Williams up next?
Yeah, I think he's got 2 or 3 games left.
Yeah.
Pretty much he'll be done by the time this road trip ends. He'll be the end of the road for him also. So yeah. Farewell to Kessler Evans. Maybe he'll catch on with some other team. Had his moments out there, man. Got better as a 3-point shooter. Really held it together at the 5 when the Mavericks had no bigs. Plays on his best ball as a 5. So shout out to Kessler Evans. Wish him well in all his future endeavors. But yeah, man, ended his tenure with the Dallas Mavericks in MSG. Like I said, had 4 rebounds, no points in 19 minutes.
Anyway, we can sign him next year.
Yeah, sure, you can sign him next year. You just can't sign. He just done for this year. He's just done for this. He can sign with somebody else. A 2-way contract, a 10-day contract with somebody else, some other team. But he don't ran out his contracts with the Mavericks. So, but yeah, you can sign him next season if nobody don't sign him first. But anyway, moving back to the Dallas Mavericks. Once again, 128 to 113. Dallas falls to 35-38. The Knicks go to 45-26 in the game. Walt, we ready for the we got the highlights, or Coach Kidd?
Highlights. They're gonna take their time with the highlights tonight. It's not gonna be a rush to get them out.
All right, let's go and get to the team stats. We're not gonna delay this any long. Let's get to the to the stats and facts of this loss. Yes,
we'll think about for the post game interview. So,
all right. Well, when they cut in, they'll cut in. All right. For the New York Knicks, they shot 60% from the field today. Meanwhile, the Mavericks shot 54%. No defense was being played in this one. Meanwhile, the Mavericks 6 of 19 from 3. That's just 32%. That's not good enough. Also for the Knicks, they were 10 out of 26. That's 39%. Free throws, 21 of 25 for the Mavericks. That's 84%. Meanwhile, the Knicks were 12 of 18, 67% for them. Rebounds, 36 to 33. in this game advantage Knicks. Offensive boards were even up at 5 apiece. But assists, well, the Knicks had 40 assists in this game. We said we had 2 guys with triple doubles. So that's the reason why you get the number up to 40. Sharon is carrying. The Knicks had a bunch of Sharon up here, moving the ball, especially with back cuts and back picks that led to easy baskets. You know, on the Mavericks, they only had 19 assists. Both teams had 9 steals apiece. Blocks were 4-3 advantage Knicks. Total turnovers, the Mavericks had 16. The Knicks had 15. The Knicks only conceding 15 points off their 15 turnovers. And meanwhile, the Mavericks giving up 19 points off their 16. Fast break points, big advantage Knicks, 27-13. And also points in the paint. Both teams had high points in the paint. The Mavericks had 64 points in the paint, Walt. But let me tell you something. You know what's better than 64 points in the paint?
What's that?
76. The Knicks had 76 points in the paint. That's half of them. That's over half of their points were in. They scored tonight. Were in the paint. That's getting it done. Now let's move to the individual box score, if you will. For the Mavericks, Kai Jones had a quiet night. Only 9 points in this game. He was a -9. He had 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists. Had 8 boards in this game. He was 2-2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from 3. Did have a 3 in this game. He was 3 of 6 from the field in 24 minutes. Najee Marshall, he's the high man for the Mavericks. 38 minutes. He was 17 out of 25. Boy, he had that green light tonight. He also was 1 of 3 from 3.
Come on, give me that green light.
Yeah, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He also had 7 boards in this game. 1 assist, 1 steal. He's a -14 at 38 points. Wow, he goes in the category of 10 other players this year that had 38 points while only making 1 3. So he was living in the paint tonight with those floaters. That floater game was on fleek, as the kids may say. I think they say that. No.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Speaking on fleek, well, on fly, Kessler Edwards, he flew the coop. This was his last game as a Maverick tonight. 19 minutes. He didn't take a shot in this game, man. I mean, man, the last game you may want to, get some shots up, but he finished up with 4 rebounds in this game. He had 1 personal foul. He's a -19, had no points in his last game of the year as a Dallas Mavericks. Shout out to Kessler Edwards. Spencer Dinwiddie, it's not his last game. Some people wish it was. After you look at if you look at this stat line, 35 minutes, he was 4-11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Had 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks. He also had 4 turnovers in this game. He only had 13 points. He was a -14 in this game. Klay Thompson, he must be back in purgatory again. 22 minutes. He only had 6 points in the game. Madison Square Garden, all he put up 6 points. He's a -15. He only had 1 assist in this game. 3 boards. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 11. 2 of 11 from the field for Klay Thompson. Dwight Powell, 21 minutes. He's 1 of 2 from the field. I'm really starting
to like when you read the stats and facts anymore.
He was 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals in this game. He was a -2. They had 4 points. Brandon Williams, 28 minutes. He was 7-11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He was aggressive tonight. He had 22 points. Also, he was a -13 though. Had 2 steals, 3 assists, and 1 board in this game. Max Christie. Wow, man, the shine is ripped off that turd. 31 minutes, only 6 points. He was a +10 though. He did have 4 turnovers in this game. 1 steal, 2 assists, 1 rebound. He only took 5 shots, only made 2 of them overall. He was 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Jaden Hardy, 23 minutes. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He also had 2 rebounds, 2 steals in this game. He was a +1. He had 15 points. And that's for the Mavericks. Let's move to the Knicks. Mikal Bridges, 34 minutes, he was 9 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist in this game, 1 block. He's a plus 17, had 21 points. Anobi, he's my bFb, DFW player of the game. OG Anobi, 38 minutes. He had 35 points. He's a plus 24 in this game. Had 2 steals, 1 assist, 5 boards in this game. He was 15 of 24 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He's not a 3-point shooter. He's 50% from 3 tonight. And also 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Karl Anthony Towns, he was the first Knick to have a triple-double tonight. 34 minutes, 10 of 19 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. He had 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal in this game. He was a plus 23, had 26 points. Cameron Payne, 30 minutes. He was 1 of 3 from the field, all of 2 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals in this game. He's a plus 19 here. I only had 2 points. Like I said, Karl Anthony Towns was the first Knick with a triple-double tonight. He wasn't the last. Josh Hart, also give him a triple-double. 33 minutes. He was 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 12 rebounds and 11 assists. Had 2 steals in this game. He's a plus 10, had 16 points. Achua, 20 minutes, 5 of 7 from the field. He was 1 of 1 from the free throw line, had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He had 11 points. He was a minus 1. McCullough Jr. was just 3 minutes, 1 of 2 from the field. He was a minus 9, had 2 points. Watson, 4 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field, had 2 points. He was a minus 8. DeLon Wright, former Maverick. Maybe they can sign. Maybe they cut him and sign him. That dude done went around the league. 4 minutes. He's a minus 11. Had no points in this game. Landry Shamet, 19 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He was a plus 16. Had 11 points. Kolek, 19 minutes. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. He had a rebound, had 9 assists in this game. He was a minus 1, had 2 points, also had a block. And Dadit, 2 minutes. He was a minus 4 in this game, had no points. And Walt, there's your stats and facts of this Maverick 128. 113 loss to the Knicks. Like I said before, the Mavericks drop down to 35 and 38. The Knicks go to 45 and 26. The Mavericks are in 11th place, just a half a game behind the Phoenix Suns. Walt, back to you.
Thank you, sir. Shout out to my buddy Keem over at the shop that I'm cutting at over in Mansfield. Now, he really did a good job on my haircut. Kendrick, I don't know if you can see this. This guy's got me right. I am in there right now.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, Keem got me right.
I see it, man. He even made the dark sides of your head looking brighter. Good for you, man.
Made him look what?
He made him look brighter. Good for you, man.
What do you mean made him look brighter?
He made him look brighter. The dark patches in the side of your head, man, look brighter, man. Did a good job.
Okay. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm looking at it, so I know. You don't have to know what it means. I'm looking at it. I know what it means. That's good, man. That's good. Did a good job.
Yeah, shout out to King.
What's up, King?
Shout out to him.
Man,
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man. All right, what we got next? What we got next?
Well, we actually on standby for Chicken. He wants to update us on some Dallas Stars.
Okay.
Let's see if those press. Coach
good grief, man. Well, we could find every Maverick we could yesterday, man. After they got the win against the Nets, I don't know why it should be taking that long to get press conferences off of there. Good grief. All right, while we're doing that, let's get to the scores around the association. Today, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in the association. Let's start with the finals. The Orlando Magic got a big win over Los Angeles Lakers, continue their winning ways. They beat the Charlotte Hornets 111 to 104. The Detroit Pistons defeated the San Antonio Spurs 122-96. That helps the Mavericks. Also, on TNT, Jimmy Butler's homecoming back to South Beach. Well, they told him you can leave South Beach with this foot in your behind. And they put it right there. 112-86, the Miami Heat destroyed Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. It was a beating from start to finish in that game. As we know, the Dallas Mavericks were defeated in Madison Square Garden by the New York Knicks 128-113. And games in progress. Houston Rockets late in the fourth quarter leading Atlanta Hawks 110-99. At halftime, the Utah Jazz are leading the Memphis Grizzlies 65-64. Early in the first quarter, the Cleveland Cavaliers are in the toughest building in basketball, the Motor Center. They up 14-13 early in the first. That's gonna be one of the games of the year, man. You just don't come in the Motor Center until you coming out of there with a dub. All right. Speaking of dubs, a team that's been getting a lot of those all through the season. The OKC Thunder are in Sacramento. That game's right now on TNT. That's late in the first quarter. It's 16-15. And Walt, that's the scores around the association. Back to you, and we got a special guest.
Yes, and we will introduce him right after this, Kendrick. All right, joining us live right now is our very own ice hockey expert, Brian Chicken Little Sweet. Chicken, do we have you?
You do.
I had me a Chicken Little one time. I didn't like it. It's bad.
Chicken, I noticed that you get a smile on your face every time we play that clip. Do you like that little stars clip that we do right there?
I do.
Feels like gets you amped up a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. You know, as a fellow metalhead, Pantera is a huge local metal band that made that song for the Stars after a couple of players asked them to, give them some hype music back in the 90s for a playoff.
Oh, okay. Chicken, I got to ask you, have you been to a Pantera concert?
I have not, but it's on my list.
Okay. Do they have the mosh pit at a Pantera concert?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay. Every great band's got to have a mosh pit. Well, if you don't know what a mosh pit is, man, Google it.
Yeah, that's where everybody gets together and just beat the hell out of each other.
Basically.
I love it.
Tell you what Rich does that.
Okay, Chicken. Last we talked to you, the Dallas Stars had lost, had a tough road trip with the on the weekend of the 14th and 16th, ending with the Avalanche losing. Since then, they have won 3 out of the last 4, beating the Ducks, losing to the Lightning, and also and winning the other 2. I'm trying to look at beating the Flyers, and also winning against the Wild, the Minnesota Wild. Now they got a big game up, against the coming up against the Edmonton Oilers, a team they lost to a little bit earlier, 5-4 on the 8th. So a little bit try to get a little bit of payback. They're back in Edmonton. Didn't fail that well. They kind of went there, had to come back in that game, made it the game, but still end up losing it. So what about my question to you, Chicken? The Stars, since that bad road trip when we last talked, winning 3 out of the last 4. How are they doing right now?
Well, they still have their issues like clearing the puck and just some very bad defensive turnovers, but the offense is back to where it needs to be, personally. If you looked at last night, it took them a period and a half to get going, but they got 2 goals within a minute of each other, and that was all they needed against the Wild last night. Even though they won 3-0, the last goal was basically a freebie because the net was wide open. Minnesota pulled their goalie to get an extra man on the ice, and it didn't work. And Mason Marchment scored that goal. Now, we'll hit the breaking news thing because the Stars got some good news yesterday.
Hit it, Walt!
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
According to reports out of Frisco, Tyler Seguin has been cleared to fully skate as fast as he wants. He will be on the upcoming road trip that they're about to embark on against Edmonton, Calgary in the back-to-back Seattle games. And there's a chance he could play his first game since November of last year.
Okay.
There's a chance. I don't know if they'll wait until after the road trip, but it's a much-needed sigh of relief before the playoffs.
Okay, so like you said, they got the Edmonton, they got Calgary, they got basically a mini series in Seattle on the 29th and the 31st, and then they're back home against Nashville on a Thursday. Night.
My guess, he could play that last game in Seattle, or he could be playing against Nashville at the beginning of April, is my guess. Basically, they said he's completely healthy, been cleared by doctors. They want to see how he skates for a consecutive week, and then add some contact here and there to see if he's, it doesn't hurt contact-wise by getting checked by, during practice. And if he's completely fine, there's a good chance he might just get put into the lineup heading into April.
Okay.
Still, there's a possibility they might keep him out just so that way he can remain healthy for the playoffs. They don't want, to play in a meaningless game and then him get hurt and he's out for the remainder of the season. But things are looking pretty good for Seguin to get some games in before the playoffs.
Okay, that'll work. And everybody healthy.
Unfortunately, Miro Hiskinen's still a ways off. There's a good chance he might miss 1 or 2 series in the playoffs, depending on if Dallas goes that far. That's kind of a blow because Miro's the anchor of the defense, and it's shown with him being out of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things.
So, Brian, you got to meet Vanessa a couple days ago, about a week ago?
Yeah, I met her at the Legends game.
Oh, look at there! And she says, "I always learn something when we have you on."
Well, that's good to know. I like to teach people about hockey, and it's a sport that some people in Texas aren't accustomed to, but it's a fun sport once you get to know the rules and the strategy of the sport.
Okay, Chicken. Looking at the standings, the Dallas Stars right now are second in the Central behind Winnipeg. Winnipeg with a 6-point advantage. Dallas Stars sitting with 94 points. Winnipeg with 100. Actually, the Dallas Stars have the second most points in the West. In the West, and the third most points overall in the league. So is it still with a few games left? Is it reasonable that they can catch Winnipeg overall for the division, but for the best record in the conference?
Well, and I'm following the score right now, and they're beating the Capitals right now 2-1. But it's like if I had to give a percentage of the Stars catching them, it'd probably be about 40%. I think the Jets just have a really great overall team, and it looks like that little start at the beginning of the season they had, where they won 14 out of their first 17, has really helped them solidify that Central Division lead. And if for some miracle the Jets just decide to have a huge losing streak right now, it would be the only chance for the Stars to even win the division. And based on how they're playing right now, it's looking very slim.
Okay. So that's a no on that. But so right now I'm trying to figure out. So in the in hockey, the top two division winners, do they get the first overall season? Or do they go by points?
It depends on their record. So the team that's number one in the Western Conference, they'll be considered the number one seed in their division, and they would play one of the wild card teams. So if Winnipeg finishes first overall, I believe they would take on one of the wild card teams, and same for the Pacific Division. Mm-hmm. Their number one team would take on the other wild card team.
Okay.
So there's no, like in the NFL, there's no bye. Like the first team doesn't get that first round bye.
Yeah, the way what I was asking was if it was a situation where Dallas were to face Vegas, if the season ended right now, would Dallas have the home ice advantage?
If let's say if the playoffs started tomorrow night, they would against Colorado.
Okay.
They would have the home ice advantage over Colorado.
Okay.
And speaking of playoffs, they
What kind of broadcasting are you doing right now, Anna? Stars want to go what the hell we want.
Anna,
yes, the hell we are going.
What are you doing? Anna? We know you don't like the Stars, but you don't have to.
I mean, there is a possibility they could go to the Stanley Cup Finals if the offense is clicking and they get Miro Heiskanen back. But if Miro Heiskanen isn't back, there's.
I thought we were going after the trade. I thought the trade was going to.
And then the defense just decided to fall apart without Miro in the lineup. We went from giving up 2 goals on them to 4
Anna, the
goals.
New York Rangers aren't going anywhere except home. All right, stop it. Stop it. They ain't going anywhere. All right.
But yeah, it's look right now. It's looking like it's Winnipeg's conference to lose.
Okay.
I just don't see the Stars catching up to them. So basically, their job is just trying to hold on to that home ice advantage, and hopefully they can get past Colorado without Miro.
Okay. So no go on overall taking the lead in their So Chicken, looking at the rest of the schedule for Dallas, what would you say the percentage of as far as easy games to tough games they have?
Well, if you look at Dallas,
a manageable schedule they can manage through.
Yeah, I would say Dallas has got a pretty like easy to medium schedule left compared to Winnipeg. I mean, Winnipeg still has to play Vegas and some other playoff teams, but Dallas is playing some of the teams that are just trying to fight for the wild card spot right now. So yeah, basically, the Predators, the Kraken, Penguins. The only one I really see it being an issue is the Canucks game on the 8th, because they're in the fight for the wild card, and they got their goaltender back from the injured reserve. So that game is it could be considered a playoff atmosphere game at the American Airlines Center because Vancouver is right there for one of the wild card spots.
Okay.
And they just
Hey,
need it.
leading to that, as we get close to the playoff, which wild card team? You know, we always got a team that gets hot. It's not about really home ice. It's about you like to have it. It's about who's playing the best. Which team do you have maybe being a sleeper team as far as one of wild card teams?
It's the team we're actually playing on Thursday is my dark horse to make the wild card within the final few weeks of the season. Calgary. They just have something about them. I don't know what it is. They got a rookie goaltender who is could get them into the wild card spot. I mean, Wolf is playing some of the best hockey, some of the best goaltending hockey I've seen from a rookie goaltender, other than Jake Onger. I mean, you know, they were talking on an NHL Network the other day, with the Calder trophy, which goes to the top rookie. They said if Calgary makes the playoffs with Wolf as their goaltender, that Wolf should win the Calder trophy. Because it's very rare for a rookie goaltender to carry a team into the wild card spots. Usually it takes a year or two for them to get it situated in terms of, you know, helping a team make the playoffs, but Wolf has been lights out this year.
Okay. All right. Calgary. All right. Well, anything from you?
Yeah, I just want to know, when are we going to the Stanley Cup? Now, I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, Chicken. Now, we starting the mass parade over where JFK got shot at and making our way around the Nowitzki Way. Do we need to start?
Whoa. I keep trying to remind you.
Where JFK got shot at, too?
Well, you know,
after remind you.
What?
After watching one of the players take a puck to the face.
Hold on, Chicken. Hold on. Listen, Walt, I keep trying to tell you, JFK didn't get shot at. He got half his head blown off. All right. Okay. He didn't get shot at. I got shot at.
I don't want to leave with that and be like where JFK got his head blown off at.
Yeah, boy, that'll
make people not want to show up.
Chicken, if he got shot at, he'd still be here.
I said where he got shot. Where he got shot.
I'm just saying, when he got shot at, that calls to mind that, hey, he just got shot at, so he's just still walking around. No, he ain't walking around no more. He got his head, he got the top of his head clean blown off. All right, anyway, go ahead, Chicken.
I was gonna say, after watching
at this point, something wrong with you.
After watching one of the players get hit in the face with a puck again, the fifth player on the Stars roster, you know, all of them should be wearing face shields at that parade if they do win the Stanley Cup. Because, you know, those beer cans really do hurt.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. I just want to know, do we need to get the parade route together, or do I need to hold off?
You could start getting bits and pieces ready. Okay. But I wouldn't go full blown and have it ready to go by the end of the regular season. There's a lot of good.
You say Winnipeg. Teams. Yeah, you say Winnipeg and Calgary. I'm still harking back to that Vegas team, man. I just got bad feelings the last time we played a team in the playoffs. Vegas. They seem to have our number. I just don't know. I don't know.
I mean, Vegas just got one of their players back from injured reserve tonight, and it's and Colorado's getting one of their captains back after 2 years off of hockey. He had back-to-back knee problems. He had surgery on his knee, was rehabbing, took one step out on the ice and slipped and had to get more knee surgery.
Ouch.
And it's looking like he'll be back for the playoffs. And it's like, on the radio last night on the Stars pregame, they were talking about how since the Wild are right behind the Avalanche, they're talking about how the Stars should have just thrown the game to the Wild, so that way the Wild could gain 2 points in the standings and get closer to Colorado. But based on how Colorado's playing right now, it looked like it was good enough for the Stars to win last night, because Colorado would have been really close to overtaking second place.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have some good playoffs going on.
All right, Chicken. Well, the Stars and the Mavericks combination probably won't happen again until maybe Saturday night.
Yeah, we can do it Saturday night.
Who we playing Saturday? Oh, we're playing the Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, we're playing the Bulls Saturday night, or we can do Monday night with the Brooklyn Nets, whichever one works for you.
I mean, well, with the Stars,
Saturday night,
yeah,
Stars
Saturday
play
night would
Pittsburgh.
work. Yeah,
Okay.
Monday night. Monday night the Stars are playing at 9:00 against the Kraken.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, while we're doing that, we'll be talking about the. Guess we can go ahead and throw the Rangers in there too on Saturday, because they would have played the Red Sox the third game. So we'll talk about Mavericks, Rangers, and Stars on
That's a good
Friday
shot to
night.
bring Tobias
Sorry,
in, man.
Saturday
Bring Tobias in.
Well,
Yeah, well,
have you heard
he
the new
might
nickname?
have to work.
Oh, he might
Have you
work
heard have you guys heard the new nickname for Jock Peterson home runs?
No.
They're calling them Jock Jams.
Oh God.
Somebody so white said that.
Whoa.
Come on, we was all thinking.
Whoa.
including the white guy we're talking to right now. He was thinking
He is walking up to Jello's rap song.
Oh, okay. Got a little soul.
Hey, I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Got a little soul too.
Yeah, it was just announced the other day. One of the reporters dug up the walk-up songs, and he's walking up to that song this year.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Got a little swirl in his tail. Okay, I got you.
I like it. All right, Chicken. Well, we'll see you Saturday night, man. Well, we'll be talking about the Rangers, Mavs, and Stars.
All right.
Okay, I'll see you guys then.
All right,
All
Chicken.
right. Feels good, man. We're gonna be talking about the Star. We're finally gonna be talking about the Rangers on Saturday night.
Yeah, man, we're starting to have a full slate, man. We got the Rangers getting ready to get started. We got the Mavericks trying to get into the play-in. We got the Stars about to get in their playoff journey.
It's almost time for you. She's coming to Dallas, the new face of Dallas.
Oh, Paige Becker's got the draft. Got the Final Fours coming up. In a couple weekends, got the Elite Eight and stuff this weekend also. So yeah, man, big sports weekend. Big sports weekend.
Big sports weekend. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, so we'll be back Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. Look at the Chicago Bulls. Is the Bulls?
No, actually,
it's
Friday.
It's Orlando. Is that Thursday night?
I'm sorry, Thursday.
Orlando.
I get my days are mixed up.
Yeah, that's Orlando. Orlando Magic. That would be what would that be, a 6 o'clock tip?
I think so. I think all the games this week are like 6 o'clock.
So yeah, it's in the East. So
6 o'clockers. Except for the Bulls game, that's a 7 o'clocker.
Yeah, 7.
Magic is at 6.
6. Okay. One of my favorite players, Pablo Banchero, man.
Okay then. So we'll be back Thursday night, but until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we will see you around live this Thursday night when the Mavs take on the Orlando Magic.
Shout out to Dwight.
Still a great night.